to start today's video with a simple question. Have you ever opened social media for just a few minutes and somehow ended up feeling like everyone else is doing better than you? Maybe someone is more successful, maybe someone is more talented, and maybe someone seems to have their whole life figured out, and suddenly, without realizing it, you start comparing yourself to them. I think most of us at some point of our lives have experienced this. And that's exactly what I want to talk about today. Why do we compare ourselves to other people? Honestly, comparison is a very normal human behavior. Our brains naturally compare things all the time. We compare options when we're shopping. We compare our grades at school. We compare different choices before making any decision. So, comparing ourselves to other people isn't strange. The difference today is how often we do it. Like a few years ago, before social media, people mostly compared themselves to the people around them. Their friends, their classmates, their neighbors. But now we can open our phones and instantly compare ourselves to thousands of people. People that we don't even know. People from different countries, different backgrounds, and completely different situations from us. And I think that's one of the reasons comparison feels so overwhelming today. I've realized that social media often shows us the best moments of someone's life, but what we don't see are the difficult moments and the hard work behind everything. We're seeing the highlight reel, not the full story. And I think it's so unfair to ourselves to compare our real lives to someone else's highlights. And I think comparison often starts with curiosity. We look at someone's life and wonder what they're doing differently. But somewhere along the way, curiosity turns to self-criticism. Instead of appreciating what we have, we start focusing on what we're missing. And before we know it, we're measuring our worth against people whose full stories we don't even know. That's why comparison can feel so exhausting. And I think one of the biggest problems with comparison is that it steals our attention from our own progress. We are so busy looking at where everyone else is that we forgot to look at how far we've already come. Maybe you're not where you want to be yet, but sure thing you're not where you was a year ago. And that's what matters. Something else that helps is remembering that everyone has a different timeline. Some people find what they want early, and some people find it later. Some people take longer to figure things out. And instead of looking at someone and asking yourself, why am I not where they are? Maybe you should ask, what can I learn from them? What can I learn from their mistakes, the failure? Because I am sure that no one's journey is all success. There must be moments where they fail and almost stop trying. And there is a huge difference between comparison and inspiration. So, if you've been comparing yourself to other people lately, this is your reminder to be a little kinder to yourself. Your journey doesn't have to look like anyone else. Your progress is still progress, even if you think that it's slower than you want it to. And your beginning is still worth being proud of. Someone will always be ahead of you, but there will also always be a version of yourself that is ahead of who you used to be. And I think that's the comparison that matters most. At the end, there is 3 points that I want you to take away from this video. 1. Always compare yourself to your past self, and believe me, you will notice the huge difference. 2. Remember that everyone has a different timeline. And 3. Focus on progress, not perfection. And remember that comparison is the thief of joy.
Sun takes its heels to talk.